Hey guys, before we jump into today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with over 25,000 classes in everything you could possibly want to learn about, from graphic design to business skills to cake decorating. You want to learn something? Skillshare has a class for you. I am currently taking a class on Photoshop brushes, so the things that make all the pretty designs on the background. I like to use them for the postcard that we design to put in all of our boxes that we ship out from Royalty Soaps. I make all of those myself, and I'm always trying to get better at making them. Skillshare has done an excellent job in helping me accomplish that goal. So the first 1,000 members of the Royal Court to click the link down below get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free, so you can check it out and see if it's right for you, if it's a good fit. And remember, Skillshare classes are curated specifically for learning, so there aren't going to be any ads. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Once again, if any of this sounds interesting to you, you can click the link down below and get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free. And without further ado, let's pop on into our video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today we are doing something we've never done before. This is going to be the first episode of the new series I am calling Soap Wars, where I battle an opponent in soap making. Today, it is my brother Kenneth.
Hello everybody!
He's back! It's been a while, but he decided to do this fun video with me. We're very grateful for your appearance.
I'm glad to be here.
Now, in these soap wars, we will be battling in different ways, but the way Kenny and I are battling today is from a fan suggestion. We have a hat full of different words. There is one word on each little piece of paper here. Caleb picked them out, so we don't know what any of them are. We're each going to pick a word, and we have to design and create a soap inspired by that one word. It's gonna be really intense, y'all. It's gonna be really intense.
I haven't made soap in months, so I don't know if you have an unfair advantage, but I'm worried. I'm concerned.
If you enjoy our dynamic duo in today's video, I just wanted to let you know that today, on August 29th, we will be streaming on Kenny's Twitch channel. His URL is twitch.tv/the Earl of Suds. I will leave all of the information down below. We're going to be playing our childhood favorite game, Lego Star Wars. I have not played that in probably 10 years. It's going to be epic, so if you would like to join us live, chat with us, interact, it's going to be a blast. We'll see you on Twitch tonight. So without further ado, are you ready to pick your word?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's pick. I'm gonna shake, shake, shut your eyes.
I'll pick a good one.
Yes. What's it say?
Queen.
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 Marvelous. All right, shake it for me. What do I?
No cheating. Pick a...
Not this one.
Oh, that was a good one.
Really? Did you really read it?
Yeah.
What's this? Bouncy?
Bouncy.
What the heck? You got a way easier word.
You almost got breezy.
Ah.
Breezy, bouncy, queen.
So now we are going to take our words, we're going to take a few minutes, we're going to go off camera, we're going to draw some illustrations, we will come back and show you our soap designs, and then we'll make them. Pencils are down. We have made our designs. All right, Kenny had the word queen, I had the word bouncy. I'll let you talk about your design first.
So you're used to designing things all the time, so my page is a mess of ideas. I mean, the first thing I did was draw the queen. Just to try to get a concept down. And then I tried to work on some weird, like, crissy-crossy designs, but I landed on... Well, I ended up wanting to do this little teeny tiny design. I'm sorry, I draw tiny, I write tiny. It's like a 3-color split. Now, you'll be able to see it later. And it will have a crown that is based roughly on Fall Guys.
Don't know what that is.
It will look much better off of the paper.
Kenny, I feel, is doing something more complicated than I am, but I thought about the bouncing pumpkin on Cinderella when I thought of the word bouncy, of him like picking up his little leaf skirts and like... Yes. bouncing over to the fairy godmother. So I made a design called Cinderella's Pumpkin Patch. So we're going to put this big bouncy pumpkin in here. It's gonna have a little green stem. We're gonna use some fairy godmother blue up here, like her dress, like she's gonna pick up that pumpkin. And then I wanted to do sort of that midnight dark color that's in the background of her using her magic and turning the pumpkin into Cinderella's coach. I'm also gonna use the willow and ivy fragrance oil from Brambleberry because it smells, well, it just smells kind of like a vine, and I can't make it smell like pumpkin because it would turn the soap brown. I think these are both really good designs. I'm gonna make mine first because I've made soap more recently, get Kenny sort of reacquainted with the soap making process. So without further ado, let's make some soap. Okay, so we are obviously making very tiny little batches today, so we're only going to have to work with a very tiny amount of soap. Hopefully that makes both of our designs a little bit easier because we were both so ambitious, but also I want to win, so I'm just gonna blend this up for a very short amount of time. I need it to be really runny, so we're gonna do it on low. And now I am going to split off my batter. So I'm gonna pour a little bit into this plastic baggie. This is gonna be for my little pumpkin stem. But I'm gonna do that after I split the batter off because I have to sort of determine how much and how big I want the pumpkin to be versus how big I want the fairy godmother's dress to be. So I'm gonna try to get it as equal as possible. Even gonna go to the extra effort of scraping out my little white pitcher. That's not nearly as fun. So this is going to be my pumpkin layer, and now that I have everything equal, I'm just gonna pour a teeny tiny bit from the fairy godmother layer into it so that there's a little more pumpkin and a little less fairy godmother. About that much. I think that'll do it. I feel good about it. I almost forgot to pour some of this out for the stem, and that would have been quite tragic.
Let me win, let me win.
No way! So now I'm going to put in a little bit of Saffron Mica. This is from Workshop Heritage. It is a lovely pumpkin color. It turns kind of a strange color in soap before it has saponified, so don't get the wrong idea. It will turn a lovely pumpkin color after it sits. I have added my fragrance oil, and now I'm gonna blend this until it gets to be quite thick because I have to sculpt this layer and I don't want it to be runny forever. If you hear thunder in the background, I hope it makes you feel nice and cozy because there's, quite frankly, nothing I can do about it. So I'm just gonna pour in this layer and then I have to let it set up till it's pretty thick. It's on its way. I don't think it's gonna take very long, probably 5 or 6 minutes, but I really only have to do one big scrape and it's for this layer. So here's my pumpkin top all cut out. Now I didn't create 2 of these like you're supposed to if there's gonna be 2 different layers, so I'm probably gonna have to scoop out part of this pumpkin stem because I didn't create one of these that, you know, was flat across the top. This is not a big deal. I'm not too worried about that. I'm pretty sure I can manage, but I'm just gonna stick this in till the top and then I'm just gonna pull. And I'm obviously going to scrape up some of the soap here. I'm going to have to lift it out because there's quite a bit of it.
Are we gonna judge every bar equally, or are you gonna give yourself a little freebie at the end?
Oh, I'm giving myself a freebie, as can you.
What?
I might re-scrape that a little bit to see if I can get it to be even better. So now I'm going to scoop out this middle part because I want this to be green. And then I'll scrape one more time with my little scraper so that nothing has been built up and it gets all of these little bits that I'm, well, kind of making a mess with right now, quite frankly. Okay, let's try to scrape that down flat again. Kenneth, this is not going very well.
Good, yes. Yes.
I think that's about as good as it's going to get. And I'm just gonna have a stem and a little pumpkin and they're gonna have to meld a little. Okay guys, after waiting and waiting for my green to set up, I have made the decision to scrap the green stem. It's just... It's just not doing it. It won't cooperate. So I am adding in all of my orange batter back into the mold. We're gonna re-scrape. We're gonna leave the stem orange, and I'm gonna be content with that. I've decided to put a little bit of Aztec gold down the pumpkin. I'll probably sprinkle a little bit of 24 karat gold as well. Make a pretty mica line. All right, and here comes our fairy godmother color. So it's quite set up. I obviously do not have to break the fall. I can just scrapey my little container and get it all in the mold. My soap frosting is ready to go. Look at that navy blue. It's so shimmery and yet so matte. I don't know how exactly that's working. If you look at it from a certain angle, it's shimmery, and then it has absolutely no shimmer if you look at it a different way.
It's an anomaly.
It is an anomaly. How are you feeling about these odds, Kenneth?
I think that my chances for success have skyrocketed.
How dare you judge my pumpkin thus?
But like we were saying earlier, if we had had more time to plan, you would have done this differently.
Well, sure.
Like you would have used an embed or soap dough for that stem, probably.
Yes, absolutely.
You knew the risks.
I did, and I took them. Will it backfire? Probably, but I regret nothing.
It was a calculated decision, but you're bad at math.
Truer words have never been spoken. All right, final dollop here on top, and then we're gonna put my bippity boppity boo fairy sparkle drizzle on top. All right, now this is actually Snowflake Sparkle from Nurture Soap. It doesn't really look white after it settles in. It really is just like super, super shiny. Time to put on the little pumpkins in the night. Why does that sound like it could be like a murder mystery book title? Pumpkins in the night. Now each bar is getting 3 pumpkins. Like I said on my design, this is a pumpkin patch. This is not the single pumpkin used for the coach. If you remember, the fairy godmother points out the pumpkin amongst the others. So I have to show all the little ones on top, and the one on the inside is the one that gets picked. And of course, by the time I'm done with this, the green that I was supposed to use on the inside is set up enough to use as piping. So I'm gonna put some swirls here on top. I took the teeniest, and I mean the teeny tiniest snippet off the edge of this sandwich bag, and I'm just going to pipe a little stem here on top. All the little pumpkins, and then of course I will connect them with the pumpkin vines. I'm feeling significantly better about my prospects after putting these little vines on. I feel like that's gonna really pull the whole design together. One last little bit here on the end, and I think I might call that good. Sprinkle a little bit of glitter on it. This glitter is from the Good Glitter. Kind of has some purple tints to it, but is clear, so it's really, really pretty. I'm gonna spritz the top here, and that's it. I am done. Kenneth, behold.
Oh, that did turn out a lot better than I thought it would.
Yes, it definitely needed some vines. All right, my turn is over, and Kenny's up next. We will watch him make his soap after this quick commercial break.
All right, it's my turn. The first thing that I'm gonna do is just add in the lye and mix this up very carefully. Such a small container must not blend too much. All right, now I'm gonna take this and split it off into these 2 little containers for the red and black. Scrapey out our big container. Medium container?
White pitcher.
White pitcher. And now for my red and black, I'm just gonna use some black oxide and Trial by Fire by Nurture Soap.
Can confirm is the best red for all of you people about to start making Christmas soaps. Don't waste your time with anything else. It really is so good.
Alright, I'd say these colors are mixed in quite well, so it's time to grab our mold. So as you can see, I have 2 plastic dividers in here so that I can have 3 different sections, and I have a little bit of tape to keep it up there. Now I'm not really sure how I'm gonna be able to do this, because it's so hard to shoot down this hole and have it angled, so I think I'm just gonna do my best.
I'm feeling mighty good.
You shouldn't feel too good.
Not yet.
This was a conceptual failure. I thought I was gonna be able to put it on its side, but it has osmosis between these dividers. All right, and now for the top layer. Must be very careful.
Oh, angst.
All right.
I'm literally in a competition with you and I'm like trying to help you. What am I doing? Never mind, you're on your own.
You're just a kind-hearted individual. I'll take the help.
Yes.
All right, it's time to take out the dividers. Very scary. Lovely. Slippery.
It's actually not leaving too much on there because those layers have set up a little bit, so that's working in your favor.
It shall be a short soap. Just filling in some extra red. I sort of miscalculated. There's some sneaky little air bubbles that I'm having to knock out from the sides. Ooh, it's looking good. I'd say it's about time to get started on that frosting. The crown!
Ooh da lolly.
Now it is time to make that beautiful golden crown on top. So first, I'm going to take this little mixture that Katie made me.
This is some 𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐻 gold, some orange vibrance mica, and just a tiddly bit of true yellow.
Quite a concoction.
Indeed. I'm literally helping you beat me.
You're better with colors. And now for the lie. The scary part.
It doesn't have to be scary if you watch the Royal Creative Academy training videos.
Whoops, that's what I'm missing. Now, I'm going to be sculpting this into a crown, but since I have a bunch of extra space in here, I'm just going to pour this nice and smooth. Best to do this while it's still a little bit liquidy. All right, it's starting to get thicker, so I think that I'll be able to just start scooping it onto the top and start teasing it into a crown shape. We wouldn't want it to get too thick, otherwise there's gonna be massive holes all throughout this. I just need to start turning it into a cube.
Do you have a scraper?
Nope.
You're just gonna freehand it?
Yeah.
I admire your great.
It is going to be not perfect.
Are you going to dust it with gold?
I don't think so.
How dare you not dust it with gold?
I don't need it.
I may have to banish you.
I'm going to color, whenever we cut the bars, I'm gonna do a little extra coloring with some glitter.
You sure you don't want me to build you a scraper?
I don't think your scraper would do that much better.
Oh, let me see.
I bet maybe your scraper would work now that I've gotten it started.
Oh, I see how it is.
You know, that's pretty good. Gonna use Katie's scraper and see what happens.
Yes.
I think that it's more consistent. With a little bit of cleanup, I think this will be splendid. All right, we're gonna have to accept that for now. Whenever it gets a little bit harder, I'll be able to take some sort of something and scrape it and make it look super clean, but I think, especially with Katie's scraper, I think that we've gotten the general shape that I was looking for. And now, we wait. Just stand there. Ooh.
Oh, yes.
What do you think?
I'm feeling pretty good about my top, but I'm not feeling so good about the inside.
I really like my creative vision, but I'm concerned about my middle. The
execution may be a little worrisome.
I took some risks on the top. I've never done a top like this, so I guess we'll see what it looks like whenever it's all sliced up.
That's right. We will be back in 18 to 24 hours. We will chop up the soaps. We will add our final touches. Both of us have some touches to do after the soap has been cut. And then we will submit them to you guys to vote on.
Exciting!
We will be back after this quick commercial break. Here are our soaps. The next day, they're looking mighty fine, so we're going to unmold them and cut them with the multi-bar cutter. I think both of them set up pretty good. I hope that they both unmold cleanly. Those brambleberry fragrances sure smelled good. Oh, mine looks good.
Mine looks okay.
Okay, Kenneth, who cuts first?
You!
Alright, I'm having to place this soap on its side because apparently I made the piping just so tall that my other cutter can't even handle it, so I'm gonna line this up. I don't even barely have to push down because it's so darn sticky. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if that pumpkin, yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the pumpkin. So to finish up my bars, I have to make some little lines with a toothpick, put in a little bit of brown, and I might even just go ahead and paint the stem green.
All right, it's my turn. Just like Katie, my piping is too tall for the cutter, so I'm gonna have to lay it on its side here. And now I shall slowly slice into it. Oh boy.
I'm so excited.
Let's take a look at this. Oh.
Yes.
All right.
Looks so good.
Cool beans.
You did so good with the crown.
All hand sculpted in-house, I say. So now I'm gonna take these bars, I'm going to try to trim down to make the crown look perfect and do a little golden outline.
We have our final designs now. They have been painted and cleaned. Here is my wee little pumpkin. Isn't it cute? Do you not love it?
And here is mine with a little hand-drawn accents on the crown. I love it.
I think it looks great. So, to vote on who you think did the best soap, you can do one of two things. You can go to Instagram, there will be a poll in the stories, or you can go to the community tab on YouTube and vote there. Do you like Cinderella's bouncing pumpkin, or do you like the Queen of Hearts with a crown from a video game I don't remember the name of?
Cast your votes now.
Thanks very much for duking it out with me today on Royalty Soaps.
I'd sock you anytime. Just send me an invite.
If you guys enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment down below, and if you want some more of this duo, you can watch us tonight on Twitch. We will leave you guys the links down below, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.
Bye.
Meow.